So this is a video talking about how to use the Google Docs in the digital classroom. This video assumes that you already have a Google account and you know how to access Google Docs. And this video will be kind of fast since it is a video, you can replay it. So first of all, topics covered when you look at creating a table or chart in the Google Docs, sharing and not sharing Google Docs, sharing your screen for review while in Google Docs, and then making a copy of the Google Doc for your next class. So first up, so when you get into the Google Doc, you're going to click Insert, Table, and then I usually make mine 3 by whatever number. That comes out like this. I move the bars over, and then I paste my students' information in there, usually from a Excel sheet. And you only have to do this one time, which is the good thing, and I'll show you in a little bit why that is. So next thing, after you have that Google Doc created, in the top right corner there's a share button. When you click that button, another screen pops up and it says get shareable link. We're going to click that button, and when that button, after that, this screen shows you, it has a little drop down menu right here. You click on that and it'll show you what you can do. So you can either share this link with somebody and they can edit it, they can comment on it, or they can view. So these are really great options. I like to use these while in the classroom. So I'll make the edit button and I'll give it to the students and let them edit. And then what's great about this is also as they're editing it, you can go back up to that share button, come back to the screen and click view only. So it stops the students from being able to type live. So then I go into like review mode with them. So I'll click edit, they can edit. I click copy link, the link is copied. So I go over to the digital classroom and I'll just paste it directly into the public chat and the students can just click on it right away. Also what I do in the public chat, in the digital classroom, I share my screen with them. So when I'm on to do that, you click on the button down here, share screen, and then I like to, I have multiple tabs open, so I'll have the Google Doc open along with the digital classroom, and I'll click on tab, and I'll click the select the certain whatever Google Doc link I just shared, and then so as they're typing their docs, what's good about this, if a student comes into the classroom late, they can see my screen and they'll see my tab looking at the Google Doc. So they'll know that they need to click on that link and that I'm over here working with students. I also tell my students to, if they have a question while students are typing, to click on their microphone and to ask questions, because I usually can't see the Google, the digital classroom. So this is how you know the digital classroom. You're sharing your tab. It has a little blue square here. You see this blue line, and it says that you're sharing your tab with them. So they can only see this screen. So if you click onto another tab, they won't see that. They only see the screen that you're on. So it's a nice feature. Also, if you are sharing your screen, what I love to do after I have the students type and then I tell click the view only button so they can stop typing, I like to share the screen, keep on sharing the screen, my screen, and review what the students have written, talk about what's good and how can they improve. And it's a good idea to zoom in while you're doing this, because the students are still back in this screen seeing it, and it's a lot easier for them when the screen is zoomed in. After that, making a copy of the doc, you click File, make a copy. And the reason why this is a great feature is because you don't have to keep on reproducing that table chart. You already did it one time, and you just delete the beginning. I usually just change the date and to the next class, and I usually have part 1 and part 2, and go back into the doc, delete their work, because you got to think of this Google Doc as its own web page. So when you make a copy of it, it's like making a second website. So the original document is still saved. All their work that they typed is still there. You can go in there. I usually go in there after class and look at what they've written, and look at what I can, what also I need to be teaching for the next class, and so it's a great way for you as well. And then I highlight, delete it all. It's a nice, fresh, new page with a new date on it for the next class and ready to be shared with them. So I'll, go grab that link again when the next class comes. Problems with this, it is a little bit more work. It's not self-grading like a quiz, so I still love using quizzes as well to self-grade with them. You have to make copies every class, which is not the best. And then If you have any questions or ideas or suggestions, please feel free to email me, and I'd love to hear from you.